must develop self-discipline in order to react best to myself and others.
Number 3.
I must use common sense before self-defense, never be useful or offensive.
Ready up!
Sir.
Okay, yeah. So just relax.
Just a second. Who started teaching and or taking school? Who's going to start this week? Next week? I opened up the syllabus today. It's a good thing that I'm the way I am. Otherwise I would have killed myself. I have to read 434-page book by tomorrow instead of I read last week. So. And then I have to read another 350-page book by tomorrow. I read volume 6. I wrote an entire course on it 6 months ago. Yeah.
Jimmy! I'm not going to tell the professor. How come you know this? I'm smart. Chetty up!
Sir.
Kenyette. L6 Sude run. Number 1. Half speed. My count. If you don't know it, pretend you do. 1. Can you watch those guys? 2. So this is the next 2 vertical. 3. And this maybe it's a vertical punch. Punch. There you go. Okay. Do it half speed by the count. 1. Step back, cat stance, low block, chamber. 2. Weird spinny thing, so you rotate, step, kick, step, you punch. Backhand on top. Yeah, other backhand. Make sure your elbows are bent. Horizontal punch. And guys, don't straighten your arms out. I cannot stress this enough. No, you had it right. Go back to where you were. Just straighten your arms out. Solid. You're wearing one of those. Steady up!
Sir.
Yeah, you're wearing that dog. Back up a little bit, please.
Sir.
So what I was saying is you got to make sure that your arms, your elbows are bent. If you straighten them out on a U-punch, your elbow goes in about 7 to 8 degrees. I don't know if you know that. It goes in like 7 or 8 degrees already. And when you hit it, the force goes that way. And you either hyperextend it or you rip ligaments off the bone. Now I've hyperextended it. That took like 6 weeks. She ripped the bicep tendon, and that took like 6 months. Okay. So you don't want to straighten it out. You want to bend. Use your bicep muscle as opposed to the tendon. All right? The tendons are tough, and when they break up a little. L6 2-day run. Number 1. Half speed. My count again. 1. Okay. This is not this type of uppercut. It's this type of uppercut. 2. This is a vertical punch. 3. Now it gets weird. 4. Spin. Step. Kick. Step. Punch. All right, everybody go back to Hugelchasi Hadamaki. Sir. So, you spin on the toe of the front foot, the heel of the back foot. Notice that creates space. Alright, now you're kind of in a narrow triple chassis. You step with your right foot. So your right foot's in front. Everybody say right.
Right.
Kick with your left foot. Say left.
Left.
Step with your right foot.
Right.
Say other left. No, right.
Right.
And then punch. Bend your arms. And show.
Sir.
So I want you just to do the Hadamaki from Hugelchasi. I want you to make sure that it goes right, kick left, right, punch. This is right out of a Tang Soo Dawn form. So some of you may feel, well, you may have seen it. But this is a, pieces of it are sparring. We teach kickoff. That's the rotation for a kick. Right here, you're either going to kick or you're going to punch. If you saw someone do that rotation, what are your 2 choices in sparring?
Step.
Yes, step in or yeah. We could go left, that's or right, so I guess they're 4. You can north, east, south, west. You can normally you go in or you go out. Okay? Which of you would rush a spin kick? Yeah, not most people. Yeah, if you're fighting me, maybe that'd probably be a mistake. That's the only thing I got that still works. But maybe me, because I'm older. But anyone else, if you rush a spin kick and you rush straight in, you're going to eat it. So most people go back. So when you do the spin, that's to create distance. Okay? Step kick, step punch. It's a fighting move. Everybody understand?
Sir.
All right, do that on your own. Go.
Sir.
Like you're fighting on your own. Just go. Boom. Step, kick, step, boom. Yes. All right, shout.
Sir.
I'm not picking on you when I do this. I try to inject humor so you understand, that's so you'll remember things, because the only other way is to humiliate the snot out of you, and I don't like doing that. If you're punching with your U-punch like this, if you don't know who Tiny Tim is, go home and look him up, because that's who you're punching, all right? You want throat solar plexus or groin solar plexus. You don't want under the chin and above the throat, or both sides of the sternum. You don't want that. You want 2 separate targets. You want a high-low, or a high-middle, or a middle-low. You don't want that. So you got to have it normal-sized person stuff, 12, 18 inches apart. You understand?
Sir.
All right, go.
Sir.
And your elbows.
Sir.
And show.
Sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need someone to come up front. All right, you're up front. So they're going to take turns attacking each other. Okay. The other people respond to it. You start with just a straightforward punch. Everything else is a play. Okay. So try to see if you can figure out what's going on. Go.
This is so fun.
Yes.
No, another front.
No! All right. You got the Iron Man thing. Watch this, guys. I'm serious about this. It's the Iron Man thing. He throws a punch at me. May I help you? Okay. Or throw a punch at him. No, don't do Iron Man. Oh. Or you've got real body language. If you're trying to do the real body language, it's not only fun, and if it's not fun, what's wrong with you? But it's not only fun, but it also tells you what to expect. If you don't know what to expect, you can't visualize. If you can't visualize, you're dancing. Okay?
Sir.
All right, go.
Your turn, my turn to punch.
Here you come.
This is so fun. I'm so excited.
That's okay. Block punch. Block.
2. I do it. Oh, jeez.
Nice. And show! All right, one more level of ridiculousness. I'm going to use him because he's already demonstrated the ability to be ridiculous. All right, can you see us guys over there? Can you see us? All right, put your hands up like this. Rock'em Sock'em Robots, really popular in the 60s, okay? We're not doing Rock'em Sock'em Robots either. So if the bad guy goes, "Aya! Aya! Aya!" That's one of my Krav Maga instructors said to shoot him. Okay? They have to be coming in. Make it real. I know it says one step, but this is one step number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Make it real. See if you can make it actually function so you understand distancing and timing. Go!
Sir.
Otherwise, you gotta be wearing red and blue or yellow.
My.
There's a lot of roads.
Could they even read? This is great. Your turn. Ready? We're not doing anything.
Working. Yeah, she's This mom getting changed.
I have no idea.
We should do this. You and I should do this. Oh, you killed him! You killed him! Right! 30 seconds!
Stevens is on the floor. This is so fun. I'm so happy.
Take turns destroying each other. Oh, nice!
This way. And now this way.
The one that's red that had the robot as her husband. You're like, it's awesome. And show!
Finish up.
Alright, so we got...
I don't know any of this song. There we go.
The first one's a shovel.
The first one is, and then the second one.
Start doing it from the whole thing.
Joe,
Sir.
what's the outcome difference between a shovel punch and an uppercut? It's not the how you do it that makes it different, but what's the outcome difference? Yes.
The shuttle punch brings their head down, but the uppercut pushes it back.
Yeah. One of them stands them up. That's the uppercut. The other one puts them down. Everybody understand?
Sure.
What does a vertical punch do? What does it do to the body? If it's low, it might bend them over. But most vertical punches are this range. What's it do to them? Yeah, it sends them back. Okay? So keep that in mind. You do a shovel punch, they might go back, but mostly they come down. You do a vertical punch, they're either like, or they back up a little. You understand?
Sure.
They get that Russian accent thing. You think? Go!
Sir,
Actually, I have a funny story about that.
we're gonna go from the top,
When
so
I was at
like,
McCoy,
the
there was a
whole
boxing
thing.
thing going on for just like doing it. The guy was
Oh,
speaking
alright.
Russian. He was about a head taller than me, and he was just ripping me. And I just, to see that, you kind of say,
When I'm done with the L6 runs, remind me. About karate. I'm gonna tell the broken brick hand story. Remember that? No, no, we didn't go. It was the year before we went to Russia. The Russians got obsessed with doing shots and all that stuff, so they gave this.
thank you.
Guys got good Batman.
No, it is this one. Okay. Step back.
30 seconds!
He understands spatial awareness like a tiger.
Nice. Killer teenagers. Everybody.
He's a young adult now.
Show!
Sure.
All right, say Russian.
Russian, sir.
Oh, good. Before we go back and do what I have to do, I have 2 Russian stories since we said it, but I'm going to tell you the one I've never told you before. When my instructor went to Russia the first time, they were still the Soviet Union. I hadn't been there long enough, so I didn't get to go. They did a demonstration in Moscow, and they did dueling banjos with Chuck. So they were doing dueling banjos, and back then we didn't have speed shock. They were all leather strapped. And it's cold in Moscow, okay? We're in February. So they fractured, and Chuck went way up in the air, hit a light, and turned off that section of Moscow. They were not happy. But they were impressed with how good they were. And the reason they were doing this was that Poland and Russia didn't like each other much. If you guys don't know your history, you can look that up. As in, tank shooting stuff. So the Polish karate team couldn't fight the Russian karate team. They fought us. And then we fight the Russian karate team, and they determined who would have won from that. So they didn't actually kill each other. So they did the same thing with demonstrations. We were only there to be the intermediary. So the Russians were judged against us, and the Poles were judged against us, and that determined who won. But anyway, to get back at my instructor for breaking the lights, they did a breaking contest, which, we're Americans. We win everything. And we were. We were winning everything. But, basically, go in the street. I mean, I know that sounds culturally rude, but that's what they were eating, goats in the street. But that has nothing to do with intelligence, unfortunately. They went and got bricks. We get ours at Home Depot. They got theirs out of the river. They were frozen. And they didn't tell my instructor. Or Steve Best. Steve Best went first, and after Best, he broke his hand. Boom! Sticking out. Russian Americans. Alright, that's not even good. Jimmy! Steady up!
Sir.
Sir.
Can you, everybody back up, please?
Sir.
Jimmy! Alright, no 6-2-day run, 3/4 speed, my count. 1, 2, 3, 4! Do it, keep going, go, boom, boom. Hello? That was pretty good. And show.
Sir.
And back up.
Sir.
Jimmy, hill 6-2-day run, number 1. Him, my count. Head up. And show.
Sir.
Back up.
Sir.
Jimmy, hill 6-2-day run. Number 1, him. 1 count. Stay together. Full power, full speed. Go! That looked good. And put out. So have you guys noticed there are mosquitoes out here? Now you shouldn't. You should be like,
Iron Man, we did some mosquitoes, sir.
till you get triple E.
Here, guys.
Show!
Sir.
Back up, please.
No, I'm like,
Sir.
this is the first time.
Oh, man. Hey, do I have a sign on me that says suck this blood? Okay, run. Number 1, your speed. Don't stay together. That was actually very clever. Put up. And show.
Sir.
That was good, guys. Anyone have any questions on the 6-2-day run number 1? All right, show.
Sir.
All right, guys, this is the complex thing. We've done this for the last couple of weeks, and we're getting ready for graduation in case you haven't figured it out. So back up a little bit.
Sir.
Should be. So if you are, show. So if you're a beginner in Tang Soo, you do 5 moves. If you're intermediate in Tang Soo up through brown, you do 10 moves. Everyone else does 15 moves.
Sir.
All right, you have to create an L6 2-day run. You have 3 minutes to do it. That's it. You have to be able to do it 3 times in a row, and it has to be the same one. You can't change it. All right, please don't do basic Form 1 all in that direction either.
Sir.
All right, go.
Sir.
Sir.
I only said that because I've done that.
Sir, does it matter what attack it's on?
Show. I should have said that. It does not matter what attack. You have to say what attack when you do it, though. You know, like 3 ninja stars, a knife, and a barbell thrown at me from 4 different angles. All right, go.
Sir.
Sir.
I am a nice thing. Oh, sausage. Remember, this is self-defense, guys. You don't have to feel like a form. You can throw people. You can rip their arms off. You can break their elbows.
Can I summon my inner Wookiee, sir?
Yes.
Think of an attack.
All right.
Then you have to die on a foreign planet.
How would someone come attack you? That's hard. It's one thing. How would someone attack you? What? Now it's here number 5.
Let's say 15.
Two minutes.
6. Oh boy, we're gonna have a great time. 7.
Minute and a half.
Sir.
They can, those 2 groups can see each other.
I'm 9. I can't think of anything else with it. I need function.
40 seconds.
Sure, why not? We'll go with that.
And show! Alright, so the concept that we refer to as muscle memory goes along with another concept called Mushin. Say Mushin. Mushin. It's correct action. It doesn't mean blind. It doesn't mean you don't think. It means you're so well practiced that all you do. You don't have to worry about do I do a high block here or a low block here, because you've done it so many times, it just happens. You get to decide at what level of violence that you need to apply these things. Now, unless you're going to attack, that's difficult to know. But training will do that. No examples of my family's history. So having said that, the concept in the normal world is called rapid cognition. That means you think quickly. You'll hear like this, and I will talk about this a lot. The way that I was trained as a physicist was, I ask you to give me ideas, and I'm the one who has to think. I ask you to give me ideas. I call that throwing ideas in the air, and I can care less what they are. You just throw ideas in the air. To me, it literally looks like a bunch of bubbles when I think. And doing, then you have to do it, and you have to adjust along the way. That's actually a leadership skill. Everybody understand? So having said that, what's the only way to gain that particular leadership skill called that? What? Practice. Practice. That's why teachers at the top for a while until we better understand. That's why a lot of students have done 25 years. The first time you throw a punch at them, they do well. The second time, the first time, you question whether or not you want to hit them. Everybody understand? So that's rapid cognition. So that's what we're going to do right now with the 16 runs that you just created. So I need
you three guys. You're one group, so you have to work together, and you only have 3 minutes here. This row is, these three guys are one group, the next row is one group, and the back row is one group. You have to do 10 moves from the stuff that you just did, from all 3 people or all 2 people in your group. You've got to create a synthesis of those 15 or 20 moves or whatever you have. You have to create an Il-6-2-day run that works. And you got 3 minutes. Go.
Sir. I started off with a choke.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Oh wait, did we all start with chokes?
Yeah, we all started with chokes.
I stepped back, plucked, trapped,
Follow
front
down
kick,
the arm.
pop the
Break
eardrum,
the elbow.
elbow. Those are my first moves.
And then your arms are up.
Only 10 moves though, guys.
There you go. Only 10 moves.
No!
Start.
10 moves, not 15. It'd be too easy to do 15. Everybody tell me it's fine. 10 moves, that means you gotta throw stuff out.
Yes, sir.
Except for you guys in the back, you know. Go!
Okay, well, then you pick some moves. Down, trap, right? Kick, elbow, let's go a rock, do a headlock. So that's one down, back to the what's the few things you did in yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Now he's standing up. Hop front kick. I don't know how many that is. 7?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Alright.
And then he can attack us again. So we're gonna come in.
I could go for an elbow.
Grab me!
Oh, that's a good one. Actually. Yeah, I like that.
6. Oh yeah.
Yep.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Minute and a half.
Switch it. Right?
Switch it. Switch knee and front kick. Duck for 7.
Knee first, then front kick.
Knee and then front kick. So they're there.
Oh.
They're away.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you gotta help us out.
If we kick them away, we'd have to
You have to re-enter the fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
We went up, down, right?
Knee,
And then
then.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Oh, the knee could be the pump. You go.
Oh yeah, you can do the pump.
Pump.
That's it.
That's so good.
And then what?
And then, wait, what was it? Front kick. Stop.
It's just a. I mean, you can just go.
Finish up.
And then sweep.
1, 2, 3,
3,
Okay, now we do that all together.
5, 6,
7,
7,
Great.
9.
9, 10.
Sit back, blue walk.
Man, this guy's gonna be fine.
Back fist.
It's cool because their legs fall off, but their imagination legs fall off every time. It makes it so much easier.
Yeah, exactly.
And shoot! That's the purpose of doing sparring, self-defense, and Il-6-2-day runs, is to create that mindlessness, the mushim, the rapid cognition. That's the whole point of all this. That's why we do it from 3 or 4 different angles, so that you don't have to think about it. Because if you have to think about it, you can't fight. That's total. Everybody understand?
Sir.
I got to tell you one more Russian story before I destroy your bodies. I mean, before we do the next part. This is a racial bias story where I thought that I was all that, and it turns out I was worse. And some of you have heard this. We were in the hotel that they built for the Russian Olympics in the 80s. I think it was 1980 or so. That we didn't go to because we boycotted it because I forgot now. Some country they invaded. It's a Russian thing. But anyway, we were in that hotel because it's now a commercial industry. And we were on like the 3rd or 4th floor, and they do the European thing where they have bread stacked up on Monday and it lasts all the way to the next Sunday. So, you know, we're there and they have, I love bread. It's not good for me, but I love it. So, they have big stacks of bread, you know, butter and vodka with everything. Seriously, everything. And we're eating, and there's a wedding going on. Have you guys heard this? There's a wedding going on the other side of the dining room. Now, you gotta keep in mind, my dad was a spy for the U.S. Army during the Cold War. I went to Auschwitz before that was a thing, before they cleaned it up, because he was a Russian American swap of officers and families to show how nice we were to each other before we blew each other up in Eastern Germany. But anyway, so I'm like a Russian expert in my own 25-year-old mind. But anyway, we're there, and there's a wedding going on. I didn't recognize it as a wedding, and you'll hear why in a minute. So I said to Grandmaster Chisik, "What is that?" He kind of goes, "It's a wedding." And I look over at my wife. What? I haven't changed. What? They get married here. It never occurred to me that they got married and had children. They're the bad guys. And then as soon as I said it, I'm like, oh, God. That's something I'll tell you about the bomb shelter you went to. Chabay! Time to get hurt. Steady up!
Sir.
Can you fall back left guard stance? Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
So we're working on the oblique muscles. So do this right. Don't hurt yourself. Okay. The rest of you, be my guest. Okay. Don't bend this way or this way. Keep your back, your shoulder blades over your butt, and lift your leg up like a boy puppy dog that's going to pee for a roundhouse kick. 1, up and down. 2, 3, a little slower. 4, try not to bend over. 5, use your muscles on the side as opposed to your butt. 6, 7, try to flatten your leg out as much as you can. 8, try not to bend over. I know these are contradictory commands. 9,
Get back inside, mister.
10.
Jacqueline, leave it.
All right, now about that speed, roundhouse kick. Up, out, back, and down. Same speed. 1. This should be killing your obliques right now. Now put it down. 2. Try to keep your back straight. If I go this way, which way is my mass going? That way too. Which way do I want it to be going? Yeah, so you got to keep erect so that when you put your foot out, the moment goes that way, not that way. 3. This is straight up classical physics. 4. 5. You can tell the little dragon physics. 6. Put that into it. 7. 8. 9. 10. Full power, full speed, roundhouse kick. 1. I'm me, guys. You got to key on. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Pagua. So, Mr. Brown, this is kind of a joke. No, not really. It's just kind of a joke. When you wear sandals to class, your mental image should be that thing flying off of your foot and hitting in the back of your head. All right. That's what I think.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Puppy dog kick, slow. 1, just up and down. 2, 3, 4. This was my instructor when you were up, you felt one of those things. 5.
And then a penny for every thought of yours.
6. Come to class late.
I'll catch you.
7. 8. I had to explain to him that Barbie was late because I was driving, not her. 9. He wasn't amused. 10. All right, same speed, roundhouse kick. 1. It's your obliques, guys. Lean into it. Lean this way. 2. You should be wrecking your side of your body. Yeah, it should be, it's going to start in the hip.
Yes, sir.
And the more forward you go, the more it'll be up here.
Yes, sir.
3. I don't know where I was, but we're at 3 now. 4. Nice. This thing's pulling up.
That was good.
5. The fist members that had that cool stuff. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right, Mr. Brown, you know the goal. Plant the shoe on his head. Here we go. Full power, full speed. 1. 2. He's trying. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And show. Right, stretch out. You got like 30 seconds, and now I'll tell you my story. Last Russian story. We went to their subway. They had like 7 different levels of subway, and they were steep. The escalators were steep, and I had just had knee surgery, so at ACL, so I still had knee benefits. So I had to hold on to my wife so I didn't fall down. That's how steep they were. And when we got onto the train, we were all standing there like this, and they said, just run onto the train. Because unlike New York, our guide had been to New York, unlike New York, if the door is open, the train still takes off. So, run in, keep going. So we're all like, my wife lost her shoes. Flip-flop, like yours. But anyway, so I asked our guide, how deep are we? And she looks up at the ceiling and she goes, you know, they don't tell us. I'm like, why wouldn't they tell you? You're the guide. She goes, well, if they did, I'd tell you, you'd tell your government and they'd bomb us. Whoa! Another thing I said out loud, no, that's you, not us. Yeah, that was an enlightening trip for me. I was a class idiot. Chabay! Ma'am. Kenyette.
Let's see, are you ready?
Bro, by the phrase. 1.
Great.
Phrase.
Wow.
It's 1 bad guy, not 5. 2. 3.
1 bad guy, not 5.
1. 2. 1. 2. 3. And that's and back to put up. And show. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to 60 seconds to do this on your own in your little box. A couple things I was noticing. As you're doing the phrase, your back hands were swinging around, things were going excess, but the bad guy's right there. Everything should be close to the heart. One hand's up, one hand's back. They go together into the next move, but it's within your frame of reference. So I'm gonna put your hands out like this. Make a circle. Point down, point up. See how far your arms go? If it's outside of that circle, you shouldn't be reaching for it. If it's too close, if it's here, you've done poop. It's too late. It needs to be within that space. When one hand's here, the other hand needs to be within that space, not on the outskirts, doing whatever it wants. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing is, if I'm turning around or anything's coming from either side, and I put my foot out, and then I block. Good? Good idea, bad idea.
Bad idea.
Good, but like you're punching me. Yeah, and then I do that. I'm not controlling my intensity. I'm thinking too much. I've already been hit. So 30 to 60 seconds, go through Chosan Ilro, controlling your breath, controlling your limbs, controlling the timing. You're in charge of it. No one else is in charge of it. Only you.
Man.
Go!
Flying through my throat.
That's not my fault.
No, it's not.
Gonna look Cobra Kai intimidating at you. As you breathe, your breath should match the technique, not ending too soon nor ending too late. Your exhale should be settling with the move, like a samurai ukiya is at the point of cutting the head off. 15 seconds. And show. If Chosan Ilro is your form, continue doing that form, working on that level of intensity, making it something internal, being shown externally, not just a side benefit that may or may not happen. Understand? Okay. Rest you. Backside, sit down. Do backside shimmy at the beginning. Backside. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. All the way. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 1. 2. Go back.
Yeah.
Do that punch. Slowly do the next move. What's this hand doing? The one that's supposed to be up.
Checking now.
Excuse me, Miss Kelly? What's it? What?
Oh, elbow.
It's elbowing. Every elbow, every kick has a chamber, we call it a knee. Every arm has a chamber, we call it a...
Elbow.
And all the Chosan, we learned that we need to lead with our...
Elbow.
No lazy hands. When has there ever been a good point to have a lazy hand?
Never been.
No one can give me one?
Oh, I did.
Shucks. So after that punch, don't waste the movement. Don't drop it like it's hot. Use it like it's hot. Boom! Into that move. You're tearing down a fortress. You are worth it, so don't waste the movements. Go from here. Oh, and by the way, you're not grabbing air balls. Keep it tight. 1. 2. 3. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 2. 3. 4. Aya! Mr. Brown, open, settle. Bend thy elbow. Five sides down. Keep going. Show!
Ma'am, come here.
Alright, you two. Miss
Black belts.
Advanced students, wait for instruction. For you and the rest of you. Beginners. We're going to continue working Chosan based on breath. Basadai, you're going to work on phrasing according to your story. So if you see the bad guy ends in one place and someone else beside you is doing their own thing, guess what? That's okay. Worry about you. They might be there to support you when you're fighting something, but they're not going to fight with you. They're going to fight alongside. Make sense?
Yeah.
Tear down your own fortress. You guys, Miss Kelly, do a jump. Jump. Continue. Soon to be. Thing. Do a jump. Ready? By the price. 1. 2. That is up to you. Where do you think? So that's a throw, and then you would look up. And for me, I would look up, and there's a back up. 2. 3. Freeze. Freeze. Where's your freeze stop? Okay. Go. Freeze there, Miss Kelly. His story is valid. Ready? Go. 1. 2. 1. 2. And salutation. And everyone, show. Alright. Whoa, that was the most unison battle ever, guys. Alright, we're gonna talk to you guys first. You guys relax in here. Time, hold the phone. Alright, you're gonna become a group. Pick a group, left or right. Okay. So what you're going to do with your group, you're all going to do your form at the same time. However, that means you start and end at the same time. If your form is shorter, that means you have to work on your breath a little bit longer. You can't just wait for them. I mean, Baskai will have to speed up in places to catch up with the Dons. And the Dons will have to slow down in places to catch up where other has to fit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're all forced to focus on your intensity differently. But as I said, we fight things together. But that also means we have to control, but we can't do it all for them. Enabling is not the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Teach a man to fish type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay? You have 2 minutes. Go!
So you guys understand? You're doing the form together, but you're all doing your own forms. Starting and ending together. Of course, communication and focus of intensity. Make sense? Okay, go.
Like game. Yeah. Alright. Let's just try it. Figure it out.
We'll go a little faster, take a little slower.
Yeah.
We'll modify.
Figure it out.
Exactly. That's what controlling our fire is all about. Modifications and compromises.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello.
60 seconds. You are the ocean. All waves come in at the same time and different times. The waves Nice!
So we just gotta speed up that. I thought you had more, so I was just trying to slow down.
Keep those oceans going. Oh, we got a sandbar in the back.
So if we just end the last phrase a little faster, it'll be good.
Shark attack, everyone saw that, right?
I thought you were still going.
Alright, 30 seconds.
Again? Yeah, ready?
Alright, let's do it again. Really fast.
you're good. That was so good! Woo! 15 seconds! Keep breathing, keep breathing! Stand by. And show! Nicely done, guys! There's something if you have like multiple rinks at home, work on it, work on your forms this way. It puts it in a different perspective, gives it more of a reality. Because in no fighter you want to do it super slow motion, but doing it super slow motion forces you to find details in which you can grow. Never a bad thing to mix it up. Jimmy! Yep.
Ma'am.
No, that's a really good show. You should all go watch Rise of Fishing for Friendly.
Ma'am.
And DuckTales. Mapsuda.
Yeah.
Tang Soo.
Tang Soo.
And show.
Ma'am.
And you guys are out of here.